Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to show you how you can log your commute using the My Commute calendar on mycommutercrew.com. So after you have your account created to record your trips, we're going to go to Log My Commute, or you can go to the commute calendar located here. Now that we're at the commute calendar screen, we can start recording our trips. So I want to record my cycling trips that I've taken in the last week. So I'm going to grab the bicycle icon, and then I'm going to drag and drop it over the date. And then I'm going to fill out the information screen about my commute. So I commuted to work, so I want to make sure that this is selected. The business option is if you are at work and you take a trip that is business related while you are already at work. And your personal trips are just your personal trips if you go to the grocery store and whatnot. You can record both your personal and your business trips. However, My Commuter Crew really focuses on your commuting trips. So make sure your commute option is selected. So now I'm going to type in my home and destination address. Since I have created a profile of my commute, that information is automatically saved. So I'm going to select my home address and then my work address. It auto-populates the commute. I did do a return trip, so I'm going to leave that selected as yes. The depart time and the return time highlight when you left and got back from your trip. You can fill these fields out, but they are not particularly important. All right. So I'm going to save. And then as you can see, it gives me a little helpful tip that I recommend everyone take a moment to read when you create your account. So I do want to save this trip because I have biked multiple times. So I'm going to label it bike, confirm it, and you can see it's now appeared and saved over on the left-hand side. So I also did the same commute on Friday, so I'm going to drag and drop that. And as you can see, it auto-populated with the information I had already created. So I no longer have to individually fill that information out every day. I now want to highlight some of the other features you can do on the commute calendar. It lets you fill your commute for the past month. So I can go back to February and I can add my bike commute to the days that I bike commuted. Or I can create another trip where I carpooled one way and took the bus on the way home. So to do that, I'm going to select the carpool option, and I'm going to drag and drop that. So I carpooled from home to work. This was not a return trip. There were two people in the vehicle, and I was the passenger. It'll ask for the vehicle, but you don't have to fill this form out, but it does give you a better estimate of how much gas and carbon monoxide were not distributed into the air. Now that I've got this information filled out, I'm going to save it. And there it is. It has represented a one-way carpooling trip on February 6th. All right. And I want to make sure I put my bus trip home. So for my starting destination, I was already at work and I was heading home. So this was not a return trip. So one other thing is you can customize the route that your commute took. So that particular day, the interstate was closed. So I remember the bus took a detoured route, and I'm going to highlight that on my commute trip. So this is a very handy feature if you do bike to work and you have a special route you'd like to go. You can just zoom in and move the route to better accurately represent your personal commute. All right, and now once again, I often carpool and take the bus, so I'm going to save that as a carpool / bus trip. And now I can then drag and drop that on days where I've carpooled bus. And you can see every day that I add, it updates the basic stats up at the top and also gives me more detailed stats if I select the detail stat tab. There is also another video you could watch that talks about the commute calendar. You can locate that video here. That is how you can use the commute calendar to track your commute trips. Thank you for watching this video, and keep commuting.